Alright, so let's talk about something that's got Kentucky, and honestly the whole country buzzing right now. The U.S. Department of Justice just filed a lawsuit against Kentucky over a policy that lets undocumented immigrants pay in-state tuition at public colleges and universities. And yeah, it's got people talking. Here's what's going down. So, Kentucky has this policy where if you're an undocumented immigrant living in the state, you can pay the same tuition as local residents. Basically, in-state rates, which are way cheaper than what out-of-state students pay. The DOJ is saying, hold up, that's not allowed. They point to a federal law that says you can't give residency-based college benefits to undocumented immigrants unless you offer those same breaks to all U.S. citizens, no matter where they live. Imagine you're a kid from, say, Ohio or Tennessee and you want to go to college in Kentucky. You'd pay out-of-state tuition, big bucks, right? But someone who's undocumented but lives in Kentucky gets to pay way less. That's what's got folks fired up. Former Kentucky Attorney General Daniel Cameron, who's been all over the news lately, is all for the DOJ's lawsuit. He's called the policy preposterous and absurd. According to him, this is about fairness. Why should Americans from other states pay more than undocumented immigrants living in Kentucky? He also didn't miss the chance to swipe at Governor Andy Beshear, the Democrat who currently runs Kentucky. Cameron says, "Hey Beshear, this is on you. You're the governor, you're responsible." But Beshear's team fires back. His political strategist, Eric Hires, says this whole thing has been around for nearly 20 years, and it's actually set by an independent board, meaning the governor doesn't really have control. Hires even points out that Cameron could have tried to change it when he was Attorney General, but he didn't. And the state legislature, Republican-controlled. If they really wanted the policy gone, they could have passed a bill to do it. Actually, someone tried last session, but the bill didn't make it. Now things get even more political. Cameron ties the whole tuition debate back to border security, saying the fentanyl crisis in Appalachia is made worse by what he calls a porous southern border. He's using the lawsuit to draw a line between local policies and big national issues like immigration and drug trafficking. And of course, he throws his support behind former President Trump's stance on border security and protecting American workers. So what's really at stake here? On one hand, there's this idea of fairness. Should state schools charge undocumented immigrants less than American citizens from out of state? On the other hand, there's a real question about who gets to decide these policies, the governor, an independent board, or the state legislature. And don't forget, Kentucky is a politically split state. Andy Beshear, a Democrat, just won the governor's race not long ago, but Republicans like Rand Paul keep crushing it in the Senate races. So, these kinds of debates aren't going away anytime soon. This lawsuit isn't just about tuition rates, it's about how states and the whole country balance local policy, federal law, and big emotional issues like immigration and opportunity. Whoever wins this legal fight, it's clear that the conversation is only just getting started. If you're into policy debates and want to see how this all shakes out, keep watching. I'll be here breaking it down as it happens.